Welcome back from the break, Rams, into your Thursday night sports show, The Blitz. Hosted by yours truly, Brendon Fairbairn. History was made for former CSU golf legend Martin Laird. More next-level Rams showed out in Week 5 in the NFL action. And I have some amazing sports betting locks if you're looking to double your money this football Sunday. With all this being said, I have a lot of sports action to cover for y'all tonight, so let's get to it. This past Sunday, CSU class of 2004 graduate Martin Laird won his 4th PGA Tour in his nearly 15-year-long career, his first in over 7 years. Laird took home the victory in the Shriners Hospital for Children's Open in Las Vegas by a playoff hole, winning the event for the second time in his career since he became a professional. It was a close tournament all the way till the end. Laird shot a 3 under 68 in the final round and ended up being a three-way tie for first with Matthew Wolff and Austin Cook at 23 under 261 at the end of regulation time. For the first playoff hole, all three competitors made pars. For the second extra hole, Laird broke free of the stalemate, capturing the title by draining a 20-foot birdie putt. With this victory, Laird earned $1.26 million, a 2-year exemption on the PGA Tour, and most importantly, berths in the illustrious 2021 Masters in April and 2021 PGA Championship in May, adding to the accolades even further. The win shoots Laird up to 4th on the overall FedEx standings from all the way in 90th place. Laird has now earned over $19 million over the length of his career, and it doesn't look like he's close to stopping anytime soon. Speaking of CSU athletes that aren't stopping anytime soon, this past Sunday, CSU, known lovingly here in Fort Collins as Wide Receiver U, had 3 former star wide receivers ball out in Week 5 of the NFL season. Let's start with Preston Williams of the Miami Dolphins. Williams had easily the best game of his career last Sunday against the San Francisco 49ers, racking up 4 catches, a career-high 103 yards, and a 32-yard touchdown, alerting the Niners defense as well as the entire league on the 6'5 wideout's massive potential. Moving on to a very familiar face, Michael Gallup of the Dallas Cowboys provided a huge spark for Dallas's offense once again. By game's end, Gallup had 4 receptions for 73 yards on only 4 targets and made 2 highlight reel snags on the sideline on the final drive. With his second acrobatic catch, he set up a 34-yard game-winning field goal for Cowboys kicker Greg Zuerlein to give the Cowboys the win over the struggling New York Giants. Last but definitely not least, Rashard Hollywood Higgins of the Cleveland Browns had a grand re-entrance after being inactive for the last 2 games. In Cleveland's win over Indianapolis, Higgins made the most of his opportunity, with 3 catches for 31 yards and a touchdown against Indianapolis Colts and their top-ranked pass defense. Higgins' 15-yard touchdown catch put the Browns up for good, catapulting them to their 4th victory on this young season. As of now, Hollywood Higgins Browns are still a long shot to win it all, with plus 3,100 odds to win the Super Bowl in February. But if you're impatient like me and are looking to more than double your money right now, I have the perfect same-game parlay lock for the Ravens versus Eagle game in this week's return of What Are the Odds? Right now, the spread is at Ravens -8 against the Eagles. I have Baltimore covering the -8 spread on the road against the Eagles. The Ravens are not fazed at all by playing road games, as they've covered the spread 6 out of their last 7 games, dating all the way back to last season. Additionally, Philadelphia has only covered their spread once this whole season, and Baltimore has covered their spread in every single game except for one, and that was against Washington, where they didn't cover a 15-point spread, which is already a ridiculous spread at that. Right now, the Eagles are really banged up, with 11 players on injured reserve. That is 3rd most injuries in the league, with their most notable injuries being starting wide receivers Alshon Jeffrey and Deshaun Jackson, right tackle Lane Johnson, and cornerback Darius Slay. The Ravens will expose these holes in their roster with extra pass rush packages to force Carson Wentz to make throws very uncomfortable under pressure. Right now, Wentz leads the league in interceptions with 9 already on the season, more than he had all of last year. While Baltimore's defense ranks 2nd in the league in terms of turnovers forced with 10, I have a very strong feeling the Ravens will control the turnover battle in this game and take advantage of Philadelphia's mistakes to win this game, well over 8 points. It is also good to note that Baltimore has won every single one of their games by at least 14 points. Moving on to over and under. The under right now is at 48.5 points. Right now, the Ravens are on fire on offense, averaging close to 30 points per game, which they are 8th in the league, while the Eagles are only averaging 22 points per game at 23rd in the league. The Ravens have a very elite defense, with Marcus Peters and Marlon Humphreys anchoring that secondary, and you cannot forget about Calais Campbell, Matthew Judon, and Derek Wolfe terrorizing the trenches. I just don't see Philadelphia putting up more than 14 points against a top 5 defense this week. The Ravens' defensive unit is also the best in the league when you look at points allowed at 15 points per game. Philadelphia, on the other hand, surrenders 29 points per game, which they are 23rd in the league. Even if Eagles head coach Doug Peterson abandons the pass and sticks to the run to control the clock with Miles Sanders, that probably won't work due to the Ravens being 5th in the league against the run, only giving up 92 yards on the ground per game. I have the final score being 31-14, Ravens winning it at the under and spread hitting very comfortable. All in all, Baltimore's stout defense helps both the under and the spread hit for this week's same-game parlay. If you take both bets, your odds increase to plus 272, which is almost 3 times the money you put in. I know for a fact I am taking this bet and looking to almost triple my money. I cannot wait for football Sunday. Well, Rams fans, that's all the sports action I have for tonight's show. Make sure to tune in next Thursday for my coverage of the MLB World Series. Have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you on Monday for CTV Sports.